They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And now running right through it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. McLeod. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Throwing on first down, McLeod. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw on second down. McLeod under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. McLeod, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mixon. And he works free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, McLeod. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz.
Here we go. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. McLeod. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Off play action. McLeod going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at about the 28. Look at the dance and the juke. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And his guys are going to have a first and goal down at the 3-yard line. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No, Jack, Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod, he's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So they bring out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Gets around him. And touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. McLeod. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. To throw on third down. McLeod. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Following the penalty, Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Detroit, let's go. Watch it now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. The swing pass caught, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Off the play fake. McLeod nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. In motion to tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. He's to the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And shedding through the tackle. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And now look at him go. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Smelter, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. It's 4th. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No, check. All right, now look at 56.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And the back goes into motion. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Costly mistake for the offense. They now face 17 yards to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. Past the 20. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. McLeod looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. 3-19. Over. Gone. Leopard. Now let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. McLeod. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here
They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's full. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Halfback sent in motion.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Gun! No. Check. Patriot! Over! Watch him now, Barney!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Leopard! Now let's go. Green 39.
From the gun, McLeod. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. McLeod. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried. It's always puzzled me a little bit.
And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Back to Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Leopard. Detroit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, good move. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Mixon. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll set up to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now let's go. B-19. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. McLeod. He finds an opening past the 40. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one goes for 24 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking to throw. McLeod. Screenplay. Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards. On that play, and it's a second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Green, 39! Over! Back 99! No, check! No, check! Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
No. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check 4.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
His throw caught right around the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door.
No. Check. Patriot.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Look at 56.
2nd and goal to go now. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will